Okay, listener name. So you're thinking about a career in movies? But, like, maybe not in front of the camera, right?
Right.
Ever find yourself, like, glued to the credits at the end, wondering who actually gets those films onto your screen?
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm talking phones, too, not just the red carpet premiere.
Yeah.
That's our movie distributor, the behind-the-scenes steelmakers in this wild world of entertainment.
And it's gotten, like, way wilder than just shaking hands with theater owners, like it used to be.
Oh, for sure.
We're talking, like, this whole tangled web of streaming services, DVDs, which somehow still exists.
I know, right.
Blu-rays. It's like this role is like the conductor of a very chaotic orchestra.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
This RoleCatcher guide we've got actually breaks down the career path like a map.
Okay.
From newbie entry level all the way up to, like, the big leagues. Senior movie distributor. And guess what's the common thread at every single stage?
Yeah.
Negotiation skills. Imagine going toe-to-toe with, say, Apple TV plus FAT, trying to score the best deal for your film.
Oh, you've got to have nerves of steel for sure.
Yeah.
And it's not just about, like, playing hardball anymore. This guide really dives into how much data rules the game now. Distributors are practically swimming in spreadsheets, analyzing everything from, like, audience demographics to social media buzz. They're predicting what we'll watch before we even know it.
So it's not enough to love movies. You got to love, like, crunching numbers, too.
Yeah, pretty much.
That surprises me. I always pictured this job as more, I don't know, schmoozing at fancy parties.
Well, there's definitely some of that, for sure. But to really thrive, this RoleCatcher report emphasizes needing that sharp business mind.
Okay.
We're talking like marketing wizardry, understanding the legal mumbo-jumbo of licensing, even financial forecasting.
Wow.
It's a whole different side of Hollywood.
Okay, that makes sense. But with streaming giants, like, basically taking over the entertainment world, is movie distribution even a good career bet anymore? Are those jobs, like, going the way of the dinosaurs?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Right.
And thankfully, RoleCatcher tackles this head-on in their industry analysis. They admit there are definitely challenges.
Okay.
Like piracy eating into profits and new streaming platforms popping up faster than you can say Netflix and, well, you get the idea.
So doom and gloom for aspiring distributors.
Not quite. Here's where it gets interesting. They actually predict the demand for these skilled pros is going to grow.
Really?
Yeah. Turns out navigating this crazy multi-platform world is a hot commodity. It's like being fluent in a language only Hollywood understands.
Okay, so it's not just about knowing the difference between a tracking shot and a jump cut.
Right, exactly.
But knowing how to get those shots in front of as many eyes as possible.
Yes.
Tell me more about what a day in the life of a movie distributor actually looks like.
Okay, well, picture this. You're juggling the release of, say, a hot new indie film.
Okay.
Across theaters, streaming services, and even that, like, old school DVD release for your grandma who refuses to stream.
Right.
Coordinating all those moving parts.
Yeah.
That's a huge part of the job.
That sounds like a logistical nightmare. Like trying to herd cats, but the cats are different versions of the same movie.
It definitely takes a certain kind of organizational ninja, let me tell you.
Wow.
To keep everything on track. And that's just one piece of the puzzle.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah. They're also crafting marketing campaigns, trying to, like, cut through the noise and build buzz. Remember that indie film we were talking about?
Yeah.
These are the folks who figure out whether it needs, like, a quirky social media campaign or a big premiere at Sundance to get people talking.
Is this starting to sound less like The Devil Wears Prada and more like Mission Impossible?
You're not wrong. You need serious strategic thinking to, first of all, analyze a film's potential. Then you've got to figure out pricing strategies, negotiate those distribution deals.
Right.
And, because the film industry is, shall we say, notorious for high stakes.
Oh, yeah.
And even higher emotions.
That's an interesting combination.
You've got to handle all this with a cool head under pressure.
So strong negotiation skills aren't just about snagging the best deal.
Right.
But also about navigating those, like, big personalities we hear about in Hollywood.
Absolutely. You're constantly building relationships.
Yeah.
Filmmakers, producers, marketing teams, even the legal eagles. This job is all about being the glue that holds the whole operation together. One slip up, one missed email, and it could be a PR disaster waiting to happen. It actually reminds me of this story I heard about a distributor who, like, accidentally sent the wrong version of a film.
Oh.
to a huge festival.
Oh, way.
We're talking the director's cut, with an extra, 20 minutes nobody was supposed to see.
Oh, my gosh.
Apparently there were, frantic phone calls, a near meltdown,
Oh, yeah.
but somehow they managed to fix it before anyone noticed.
Wow.
Talk about a close call.
Makes you sweat just thinking about it.
I know, right?
So with stakes that high, it's no wonder this RoleCatcher guide really stresses the importance of a solid career path.
Right.
They actually break down 4 distinct stages a movie distributor climbs,
Okay.
starting with, as they call it, entry level,
Mm.
which sounds about as glamorous as it gets in Hollywood.
Well, even Spielberg had to start somewhere, right?
I guess so.
Think of it like an internship on steroids.
All
You're
right.
learning the ropes, fetching coffee,
Yeah.
but also maybe sitting in on those high-pressure meetings,
Oh, yeah.
organizing screening schedules, even doing some basic market research.
So paying your dues, soaking up as much knowledge as possible.
Exactly.
What's the next rung on the ladder?
That's when you graduate to junior distributor.
Okay.
More responsibility, maybe even a slightly nicer chair in the office. You might be handling the distribution of, smaller films,
Oh,
managing DVD and Blu-ray sales. Yes, those still exist.
I know.
And really diving deep into those marketing campaigns.
I bet that's where you learn whether you've got the magic touch for selling a film.
Yeah.
Is it more about data crunching or gut instinct at that level?
It's a fascinating blend of both, actually.
Really?
You're analyzing those spreadsheets, sure,
Yeah.
but you're also starting to understand what kind of marketing resonates with different audiences.
I see.
Do you go for, a splashy billboard campaign or a targeted social media blitz? These decisions can make or break a film's success.
High pressure for a junior. I can see why RoleCatcher highlights mentorships as being crucial at this stage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Having someone who's been there, done that can make all the difference.
So true.
They can give you the inside scoop, warn you about potential pitfalls,
Okay.
and maybe even introduce you to the right people at those fancy Hollywood parties.
It's all about who you know, right?
Connections definitely open doors in this industry.
Yeah.
But it's not just about schmoozing.
Right.
It's about, learning from the best, building a network of trusted colleagues,
Right.
and maybe, just maybe, getting invited to those after parties where the real deals are made.
Okay, so you've conquered junior distributor.
Right.
Impressed your mentor with your marketing genius.
Hopefully.
What's the next step up, Mal Hollywood?
You've officially made it to the big leagues. You're a movie distributor.
Ooh.
No more junior this or entry level that.
Right.
This is where you're calling the shots, overseeing those distribution strategies,
Wow.
negotiating major licensing deals,
Okay.
and basically ensuring the film reaches its full audience potential.
No pressure or anything.
Right.
It sounds like this is where those leadership skills really come into play.
100%.
Yeah.
You're not just managing yourself anymore. You're guiding a team, mentoring those eager juniors who are just starting out, and basically making sure the whole operation runs like a well-oiled film projector.
Okay.
And let's not forget, you're also the one presenting those distribution plans to the bigwigs, convincing them to invest their time and money in your vision.
Talk about a high-stakes pitch meeting. I can only imagine those PowerPoint presentations involve more drama than an Oscar bait movie.
You're not far off.
Oh, no.
It takes a special kind of confidence and charisma to, command a room full of studio executives.
Right.
And let's not forget the financial know-how.
Oh, right.
At this level, you're responsible for managing budgets, analyzing market trends,
Right.
and basically ensuring the film is not only a critical success,
Yeah.
but a financial one, too.
So you're not just a film buff anymore.
Right.
You're a business mogul
Pretty much.
with a keen eye for storytelling. What an interesting blend of skills.
And that's what makes this career path so fascinating, really. It's
Yeah.
a constant balancing act between the creative and the analytical. You need to understand the art of filmmaking,
Okay.
the science of marketing,
Yeah.
and the business savvy to navigate those, shall we say, treacherous Hollywood waters.
Speaking of navigating treacherous waters,
Yes.
RoleCatcher brings up this fascinating
Okay.
and frankly kind of intimidating trend
What's that?
in the recruitment process. Artificial intelligence.
Yes, the rise of the robots.
Right.
Even Hollywood isn't immune to the AI revolution.
It's kind of mind-blowing. They've got this AI tool
Right.
called Copilot
Yep.
that helps tailor your resume
Okay.
and even preps you for interviews.
Wow.
Imagine software that analyzes a job description and tells you exactly which skills to highlight
Okay.
or gives you feedback on your elevator pitch.
It's like having a personal career coach available 24/7.
Wow, that's kind of amazing.
And you know what? This could be a game changer,
Yeah.
especially for those just starting out in the industry. It can help level the playing field, giving everyone access to tools and insights that were previously only available to those with, like connections or expensive career coaches.
I see the appeal,
Yeah,
but I also wonder about the human element.
right.
Will AI ever be able to truly understand those intangible qualities
Yeah.
that make someone a good fit for a job,
Right.
like passion, creativity,
Mm.
or that like special something that makes a movie resonate with an audience?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
It's a topic that sparks endless debate
Yeah.
and speculation.
For sure.
On one hand, you've got those who believe AI will revolutionize recruitment, make it more efficient and objective.
Right.
On the other hand, you've got those who worry about bias,
Okay.
the potential for dehumanizing the hiring process,
Right.
and the loss of those serendipitous encounters that often lead to the best hires.
It's like that age-old debate about art versus science.
Exactly.
Can algorithms truly understand the magic of cinema?
Yeah.
Or will they forever be playing catch-up to the human heart?
It's a fascinating dilemma,
Yeah.
and only time will tell how it all unfolds.
Right.
But one thing is clear.
Sure.
The role of technology in the entertainment industry is only going to grow more significant.
Right.
And those who embrace it,
Okay.
who learn to leverage its power
Uh-huh.
while still retaining that human touch,
Yeah.
those are the ones who will thrive.
It's like those sci-fi movies where humans and robots have to learn to coexist,
Right.
each bringing their unique strengths to the table.
Right.
It's like that scene in,
Yeah.
where Joaquin Phoenix's character realizes, like, his AI assistant understands his taste in movies better than, like, any human ever could.
Right.
A little creepy,
Yeah.
but also kind of cool.
Totally.
But putting aside the robot overlords for a minute,
Okay.
let's get back to our listener.
Okay.
We've painted a pretty vivid picture, I think, of the movie distribution landscape.
Mm.
The good, the bad, and the algorithm-driven.
Right.
But what does it all really mean for someone considering this career path?
That's the big question.
Yeah, it's easy to get lost in the details of licensing agreements and marketing strategies. So, like, what's the big picture takeaway here?
I think the most important thing to remember
Okay.
is that even though the industry is, in constant flux,
Right.
the skills you develop along the way,
Yeah.
they're incredibly valuable no matter like where your career takes you.
So even if someone, like, dives headfirst into the movie world
Uh-huh.
and later decides it's not their cup of tea,
Right.
they're not starting from scratch.
Not at all. Think about it.
Okay.
You're honing your analytical skills,
Yeah.
mastering the art of negotiation, becoming a marketing whiz.
Right. Okay.
Those are transferable skills in high demand across like countless industries.
Wow.
It's like a crash course in the business of, well, everything.
It's like that saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
Except in this case, it's also about what you know.
Exactly.
And those skills can take you far beyond Hollywood.
Absolutely.
So for our listener who's feeling both excited and maybe a little overwhelmed by this wild world we've described,
Yeah.
what's a good first step, besides like binge watching every movie ever made?
Well, yeah. Aside from clearing their schedule for a Netflix marathon, I'd say become a student of the game.
Okay.
Go beyond just watching movies for enjoyment.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the release dates, the marketing campaigns, which platforms are pushing which films.
Okay.
Read those industry magazines like Variety, follow directors and producers on social media.
Right.
The more you understand the ecosystem, the better prepared you'll be to navigate it.
It's like learning a new language.
Exactly.
You need to like immerse yourself in the culture to truly understand the nuances.
100%.
And don't underestimate the power of like good old-fashioned networking.
Oh, for sure.
Reach out to people working in the field, attend industry events, even if it's just, virtual for now. Most people are happy to share their experiences and offer advice, especially to someone who's like genuinely passionate and eager to learn.
Absolutely.
It's not about like asking for favors or anything.
Right.
It's about building like genuine connections.
Yes.
And showing that you're serious about this career path.
Exactly. And remember, the film industry is all about storytelling.
Okay.
So be prepared to tell your own story.
I like that.
What unique skills and perspectives can you bring to the table?
Right.
What kind of films do you want to bring to the world?
Okay, listener name. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like inspired. We've gone from wondering who that movie distributor even is in the credits
Yeah.
to like seeing how they hold the keys to this incredible, ever-evolving world of entertainment.
It's amazing, really.
Yeah.
It's a challenging path, no doubt, but for those with the passion, the drive,
Yeah.
and the willingness to embrace both the art and the business of film, it's a career filled with incredible possibilities.
So to wrap up this deep dive, I think the message is clear. The future of how we experience movies is being shaped right now.
100%.
And who knows, maybe you'll be one of the people calling the shots.
You never know.
Thanks for listening.